Good morning. Happy Friday. Today I am going to be showing you 148 Hawthorn Street, the Leander Plummer House. This house was constructed in the late 1850s, 1857 to be exact, and it was vacant for about 15 years before Whale took it over. And when we got it as a receivership property, it was filled with trash and moldy books, and through the receivership program, we transformed it into the beautiful house it is today. So I'm excited to show it to you. So when you walk into the house, you see this beautiful grand staircase. In here, this little bathroom, closet area. So for those who don't know anything about Leander Plummer, he was a New Bedford native, and he gained his wealth through the whaling and textile industries, which was very common for New Bedford, especially in the 19th century. And this house was a definite sign of his wealth and status. It's large, stately, and constructed in one of New Bedford's most desirable residential areas. So we don't actually know if this mirror was original, but it was here when we did get the house. This beautiful fireplace. So all the wood in this house is chestnut. Original floors. It's always nice when we can save the floors, and we always try to in every house we take over. This is a little solarium. It's hard to see, but I love the ceiling. Oh, you can see it, the detail. And there's some really wonderful features of this house, and this is one of them. So this fireplace has two really interesting aspects. First, it has the blue and white Dutch tiles, which are known as Delftware tiles. And these tiles are really beautiful, and Massachusetts actually has the largest amount of these tiles in North America. And another aspect that is really quite amazing that it's survived and still here is this hand-painted woodwork. And most likely this was done by Leander's son, Leander Plummer II. He studied in Paris and was well known for doing nature subjects that are found in this house on fireplace mantles such as this and on doors in the house. I love how large these doors are. Amazing. And now we head into one of my favorite rooms in the whole entire house. I love the ceiling. Original windows with storm windows. This is another fireplace with the Dutch tiles, the Delftware tiles. And most likely, these were put in after the house was built. Most likely in the 1870s. The Delftware tiles were out of production between the 1820s and the 1870s, but in the 1870s, they were popular again, had a little resurgence, and were a very big fashion trend. So another part I love of this room is there is German poetry around this house. So it's hard to see, it's really such fine detail, but along here, there's German poetry. I wish you could see it. And then there's German poetry along here as well. And then along here as well. And I don't have the translation of it, but I think it's so cool that there's just German poetry in here. Very interesting aspect. So we can head on through. I'm glad we saved this little area to the kitchen. These are original shelves, pretty sure. And this is the kitchen area. And for everyone who's asking, the house has been sold and we are closing it very soon. So we can head on up to the second floor. This house has 3 floors. We only restored the first and the second. Here's a room. Here's another room. I'm not going to show every single room. This house has 10 bedrooms, 4.5 bathrooms. This is an original tub. One of the most spectacular aspects of this house is the skylight. John Ellman, local craftsman, volunteered and did all of the work just because he loves Wales and New Bedford and the history. On a sunny day, it's raining, on a sunny day, and when the light shines through, just really brightens up the house. So, another fireplace that I love in this house is this one. It's just so incredible. There's just such a strange detail. This is such a funny little area. There's a bunch of shelves. It's sort of dark. A bunch of shelves, and then this little opening. Isn't that funny? Very cool. And through this door, this is another bathroom that will need to be finished. This house is a little dark. The wood is so dark that it makes it hard to see all the detail of the house sometimes. It's a really bright room. This little, you can see outside. So now I'm gonna head up to the 3rd floor. So many doorways. So this is the entrance to the stairway to the 3rd floor. As I mentioned, we did not finish this. but we insulated it. So another feature of this house is the third floor bathroom. And this was a very early example of an indoor bathroom. And just another sign of Plummer's wealth. And it's wood, which people later on realized for sanitary reasons that porcelain was much better. So we have the sink. Sorry, I don't have a flashlight to shine a little bit more light. Here's the tub. And so this toilet, it flushed, and that is where the toilet paper would have been held. And that is a little ashtray. So, very cool. Very early example of an indoor bathroom. And I will also show you the other side of the skylight. In this room, so that's where the light shines through. This room is pretty cool. So there's a window here. And the reason there's a window is because when this house was built, there wasn't electricity, super bright lights. So they had the skylight. They had a window to shine light into, well, it's kind of dark now because it's a more cloudy day, but that's a closet, and you had a window so that you could see inside the closet. It's very dusty. So that's a cool little fact. So we'll head back downstairs. It's another room. So we'll head back downstairs, and I can show you some of the other hand-painted woodwork. One last view of the skylight. So this door right here has more work that we think was done by Leander Plummer II. So, one really great aspect of having Rachel Allison as part of the whale team is she can find doorknob replications. So, pretty sure this is an original doorknob. And then she, with her knowledge, finds doorknob replications. Is able to find doorknobs that are very similar in style during this time. And this house is primarily Italianate in architectural style with Greek Revival and Gothic elements. And we had a lot of people who worked on this house, quite a few. We had Custom Concepts Construction, John Alman, as I mentioned, Pequod Construction Crew, Studio to Sustain, Catherine Duff as the architect, Nuno Next Level Painting, who did the exterior painting with Sherwin-Williams paints. And this house most likely wasn't yellow when it first was painted, but we wanted to keep that color. It's known to be a beautiful yellow golden house, so we did keep that. J&M did the installation, just a whole slew of great, wonderful local people who worked on this project. So I hope you enjoyed this tour. I love this house. We're about to sell it, very exciting. And next week we are giving a tour of the Co-Creative Center and on Union Street. And also next Thursday, we have Historic Hoopla with Whale, Cultivating Colors. Definitely register, join. We have a great group of people who are speaking. Whale staff, we have Ann Lauro, the preservation planner for New Bedford, and also we have Sherwin-Williams, who is the sponsor, and 2 people from that crew that are able to speak and share their expertise of paint colors, how to prep your house, contractors to work with. So register. The link is in our bio on Instagram. We have tons of links available on Facebook, or just reach out to us and I'll share the link. So thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.